Hello folks, well today we're going to start off with Mr Chippie's bench. We've got the PNI set and we've had the surface mount parts through and Mr Chippie has fitted them. So we've got the protection diode on its pads properly, and we've got the what turned out to be a ferrite bead, surface mount ferrite bead, and because some of the track's blown away, we've got about 2 amps worth at this end but a full amount at that end, so we'll see what the current consumption is. Obviously we're going to have to put a fuse holder and that, although of course we're keeping this set, whereas the one we bought in specially we'll be selling on eBay. I'll do a video on that next week. We'll do a tune-up on it and then we'll put it on eBay as a brand new service set. So, I say we don't often sell sets. We've got a Midland, we haven't, we've got a Fidelity 2001 is going to end up on eBay as well. So we'll go over to the bench and we'll see whether this will tune up. Right folks, so we're back on the bench and I've put it all together, put all the screws in. So I've switched it on, plugged my instrument speaker in, plugged the instrument aerial connection in, and I think most of these are labelled. So, for the first time, let's see what it does. Picture in picture on. I don't know if I'd done a sheet on this. Should really be doing a customer's RVC 230 because the meter lamps have come for that. Yeah, we have got it here. I've got a blank sheet because it was because of the situation it was in. Right, transmit. I'm on the 3-watt scale. It's banging across. Oh, how can it do 8? 6, 7, 7.5. I think there's some jiggery pokery which puts it into another mode, isn't there? You can see how people wreck these, can't you? Yeah, so it's an unregulated amount. I don't want to kill the set again. It's 2.4 amps, which is greater than it's going to be able to take. I'm going to have to look up. There's a key sequence. Someone just put it in an export mode. I'll have to think what that is. Well, that puts it into no, it's not that one. Oh right, so it's AF. It's AF and switch on to do the different countries. So we're definitely in UK, but it's in this. It's not supposed to be in high mode. It's supposed to be in low mode for CB use. That's better. That's now reset it. Whatever I've done, I've reset it into normal. So now these take effect instead of not taking effect. And now we've got spot on the 4 watts. One of them's 1 watt for Germany at the time, isn't it? Forgotten which one it is. I could look it up. Right, so we're up 4 watts. See what it's like on the other channels. Four watts. Not many sets actually do 4 watts. Legality aside, all this daft 8 watt mode, it will kill the set like it's killed the set. You're not going to. It doesn't change the range much, I can assure you. We've done all those tests, shown them time and time again on amateur radio for you. To double the range, you'd be looking at 64 watts, not 8 watts. Right, get back to channel 20. Because it's been messed with, we're going to have to check AM, which I don't want to waste time doing, but I will do. Wow, according to that, it's 2.1 kilohertz. We'll just go across to my other test set in case my Marconi one's lying this morning. Let's see what the quartz lock test set says. I have to change glasses for that one. Wow, that is spot on. So the Marconi's not lying today. That was pretty close. That casual little check with the Marconi said 2.1, and I'm getting 2.2 to 2.5 on the other, so that's fine. Put 2.1, it's 2.2 to 2.5 kilohertz. We're not doing that. It is, oh, what was that diode? SMT protection diode and SMT ferrite. So as it came in, it was something like 2.7 amps, which is, the radio can't sustain that. So we're now at 1.9 amp, which it just about can sustain. Good. Frequency, don't think we can adjust it on these, and it is, let's go over to the frequency counter. 2779145. So what you see is what you get. So low power isn't relevant. Does it have a meter on this? It's not adjustable if it is. Right, we'll have a look at the receiver. 2779. There's no adjustment, so again, what we get is what we get. We need to pop the squelch off. What am I? What's this? 0.7. Is this the squelch? Yeah, it is. And into the SINAD meter. Wrong one. So it's 0.46. Naught 0.42, 0.9, let's do the squelch. Now does it wrap round? It does. It is 2.5 millivolts. And for minimum, is 0.5. So just double check there's nothing further to adjust. So deviation is there, we don't need to adjust it, we've covered that. But AM modulation, I'm going to have to put it into CPT. Not quick, too quick. It's EU, isn't it? Squelch off. That's CPT FM, CPT AM. So we'll put it in channel. It's easy for me if I put it to channel 40. I don't have to turn the dial as far on the test set. So AM. Let's go back to that meter. Wallow. It's over 100%, which is ridiculous. But then I have fiddled with things. Let's get the little tone thing, it's easier than me. So we'll have it at 90%. While no, with a voice it's over that, so I'll set it to less on here. Let's try it at 75%. While it's still banging the needle across. Wallow. It's probably about 95%. I don't like it as high as that, but it'll do. Wallow. Checking it's 1.99 amps on AM. Right, so let's get it back to FM. UK. There we go. Still doing 4 watts. Now when I come to tune the brand new one up next week, it doesn't have the 1 watt control. I think it must be that one because it had no effect. when we did the transmitted. Just do it once again. It was that one. Oh no, it's not. It's that. It's the middle one. Is the radio is capable of 4.3 watts. I think that's 1 watt for Germany at the time, and I think that preset's gone on the current production. Right, so there we are. We are done with that. All we need to do is to put the lid on. Perhaps Mr Chippie's got the lid. I'll tell you what though, I've only got one screw, so I think we'll be buying some more screws in. I know it came with 3. Well, that could be one of them. Anyway, it doesn't matter, it's for us, but I'll sort that out. I'll pause the video, I'll look for the lid. Right, I'll get some more screws ordered for that. There are these Torx things, and I don't know where 2. It came with 3. One was a bit mashed up, and the other one I seem to have lost. So we'll put it on the test gear. See if take it off the test gear. Internal speaker works. So I couldn't have done this. Mr Chippie doesn't have as dodgy eyes as me, and so it's totally reliant on him to be able to do that SMT work. So I've got the squelch knocked off at the moment. It's 9:30 in the morning. 19, Roger. That's interesting. It's drawing a lot less current on. Just put the squelch up 1. It's drawing a lot less current. Now it's on the aerial. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah, it's doing full 4 watts. So 1.9 amps on the power supply, but when we put it on the aerial, actually it's 1.8. 19, Roger. It's also got this RF gain thing. You press that and then you fiddle with it from there, but I'm really not interested in that. And then it's got the emergency switch, which takes it from 9 to 19 through to wherever you were in the past, and we happen to be on 19. And then go into CEPT, flick through the channels on there. We can go down 19 Roger on there. 19 Roger. It's just so full of interference, it's unusable. So that's how you get the 80 channels. If you're wanting to use AM, you've then got to put it on EU, lose the 40 UK channels, but gain CPT in AM and FM. And that's legal to do, it's a CE approved set. So just remember, it has to be. Somebody seems to think you can use old clunkers on CPT, well you can't. So, right. I'll tell you what, we'll put the squelch up another peg. I really need to now finish the Rotel 230, which has kind of got pushed to one side now. A meter lamp's come through, because that's a custom repair and this isn't. So I hope you enjoyed that. I think between myself and Mr Chippie, we honestly have worked wonders to. That's a scrap set, isn't it? But the cost of doing this is about the same as a brand new set. So, you know, was it worth it? Well, it was worth it, because Alan very kindly sent it us. Talking about Mr Benefactor Alan, he's also sent 2 repairs in I think it's a Midland 805 emergency set, and what else was it? York 861. I think they're in about 5 sets time. Now that's interesting because Alan's never sent us anything which he wants back, and so he's obviously going to be working through an intermediary so that he can keep as a mystery benefactor, so that's fine. Thanks Alan once again for this. I'm so pleased we've been able to get it back together, and thanks to everybody else for watching. They'll be on the air test later.